Today, I want to have a real, honest, and open conversation about something that has completely changed my life. My first 300 days as a full-time small business owner with daughter of my mom. It's been emotional, very emotional. It's been tough, extremely tough, but it's also been the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. I am the happiest I've ever been. So grab a cup of coffee, tea, or whatever makes you really cozy. I have my drink on my Tay glass tumbler, available on my website. Grab a drink and let's have a chat, because this isn't a highlight reel. This is the raw through of what it's like to chase a dream. So let's start with, how did I get here? Well, fun fact is I've always considered myself very arty crafty. I learned to crochet and sew when I was a kid from my mom and my grandma, but you already knew that because the name of my business is Daughter of My Mom. I really never stuck with it because, well, I was at school and then uni and then work and then I moved to Australia and then but the pandemic hit. And like a lot of people, I reconnected with that old hobby of mine. And for me, that was crafting and all sort of crafting. I started making masks because lots of people were needing masks and that was a business opportunity. And I had a sewing machine at home for some reason. From there, it kind of just clicked. Creating, sewing, and making things with my hands. Plus, my two passions in life, crafting and reading, came together, and it just made me happy in a way that corporate life or my corporate job never did, and I don't think it will ever do. So I decided to take the leap, and I took the leap 300 days ago. When I started in April last year, I had so many dreams, and I actually thought sales will come quickly knocking on my door. Spoiler alert, they did not. Definitely did not. But my biggest hope was to at least make enough money to support my financial responsibilities. That was the initial goal, but my dream, and it's still up to date, is to make Daughter of My Mom the go-to place for Bookish gifts. The store people think of when they need something special for a book lover. That dream hasn't changed. It's only grown and grown over time. Alright, so now let's talk a little bit about the highs and lows of the past 300 days. And running a business is a roller coaster. Some days you feel unstoppable, and other days you wonder if you made a massive, huge mistake. And that's just how it goes. But one of the biggest highs for me in the past almost year, it was the Sydney Book Fair in November 2024. There is a video that you can go and check if you want to know more about that fantastic weekend. That event showed me something that I desperately needed to see, and is that my people are out there. There are book lovers who appreciate my work, who get excited over my designs. And that weekend was like a fire being reignited within me. Like I knew, like that weekend showed me that they are out there. I'm not reaching them necessarily. And of course, I mean, there are more highs, but that's just the highest. And of course there are lows. And oh, the lows. The winter and the market season last year, that was rough. That was rough. If you sell anything, you will know that the economy was shit. People will come to the markets to grab a coffee, grab some food, walk around, but to actual shopping, not so much. Financially, it was scary. Seeing our savings dip lower and lower has been one of the hardest parts of this journey. Someone asked me one thing that I never expected from this journey, and that will be how hard it will be to reach the right audience. I post every day, but social media is unpredictable. Finding bookish people, my people, has been way harder than I thought. I know they are out there, but they are not following me necessarily. And then there is the comparison game. That is a game that you don't want to play because you will always lose. Seeing other small businesses absolutely smashing it out of the park while I was just struggling, and I'm still struggling, and just trying to get by, that is tough. And the imposter syndrome is very, very real. But then there are moments that make it all worth it. Every market where I get to meet customers, see their reactions, hear how they love my products and my creations, it fills my heart with love, and it just makes me very happy, It reminds me why I started, connects me with my mom too, who is my angel, and it just reminds me that all this effort is worth it. The emotional side of entrepreneurship. Have I thought about giving up? Well, probably every second day I think, oh, I made a mistake. I won't lie to you, this is hard, and it's been very hard. Harder than I ever thought it would be. But deep down, I know that my business has the potential, and I know that my mom is meant to be something bigger. And in those moments, I think about my mom. What would she say? And I'm pretty sure she will say that everything takes time, that I just have to keep going, and I just listen to my mom. I continue, I keep going. But I've learned that my journey is mine, and some businesses blow up overnight, some take years, and I just have to trust that my time is coming, hopefully soon. There are a few lessons that I have learned in the past 300 days, and I want to share that with you. The first one is that, as I just said, every business journey is different. Some businesses get extremely lucky, they go viral, and they take from there. Don't compare your timeline to anyone else's, because all of us have a different journey. Second, it's very important to find your people. This journey can be very lonely, but surrounding yourself with other small business owners makes a huge difference. I can't stress enough how much I love and care and appreciate my small business friends, small business owners friends, because they know what we are going through, they get it. Probably the third one is, please avoid burnout. Working 15-hour days, it's not necessarily gonna work at the end. You will be burnt out, and that's not gonna work. You are gonna be exhausted, you want to send everything to shit, and that's not the end game, Balance is the key, so make sure to take time for you and your mental health. And the fourth one that I knew coming into this, but I didn't expect it to be that intense, is that be ready to wear all hats. Some days I'm just stuck doing admin, social media, website updates, and don't forget the daily post office run to deliver orders. Business is way more than just the creative side, and I knew that, but it's just a reminder, A friend of mine asked me, what would I say to myself if I could 300 days ago? And I probably will say to me, please lower your expectations. For a business to take off, it takes time. And 1 year is not going to be enough, especially if there is a financial crisis around the corner. Do I regret doing it when I did it? Not really. That's just part of the journey. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room, because I know that I probably will need to find a part-time job, and I wish I didn't have to, but being an entrepreneur means knowing when to pivot. Ross and the coach, pivot. Yeah, I'm a massive Friends fan. More than guilt, what I feel about having to find a part-time job is probably disappointment, because it's not what I wanted it to be or I expected to be. But again, I was very naive. This isn't the end of the of my mom. It's just a new chapter. I know my business will be profitable. I just need more time to get there. And I have big plans for this year. This isn't stopping anytime soon. Bookish Empire, here we come. You have to think Bookish shelf decor. decorations for your bookshelf. Hello, laser machine. Hello, Omi. We welcome Omi this year, and she will start working very hard very soon. Think laptops and switch sleeves, because one thing that I know is that if you are a bookworm, chances are you are a gamer, and you also need a sleeve for your Switch, you know? Think about it. Also, something that is coming later this year is embroidery appeal. I have a massive embroidery machine that I have wanted to utilize for my business for the longest time. So say hello to sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats. Dot of my mom is growing and I'm not going anywhere. And now that we are reaching the end of this video, before I go, I just want to say thank you to my husband, to my doggy, because let's be honest, Cuddles has been the emotional support buddy that I needed. To my family, to my friends, my angels, my mom and my grandma, my audience, my customers, and you, the one that was watching this. You are the reason I'm still here, still fighting for this dream every single day, every single sale, every single like, comment and share. It all means the world to me. You didn't have to spend your hard-earned money on my creations, but you did, and I don't take that for granted at all. If you made it this far into this video, you are amazing. Thank you. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur, I hope this gave you some insights into what's really like, or well, at least for my first 300 days. And if you're thinking about chasing your dreams, just do it, just do it. Or at least do a version of it that allows you to be financially secure, like probably going part-time instead of full-time taking the leap. One thing that I know for sure is that you won't regret trying it, because one thing that you will regret is never knowing if it could have worked. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and if you like this video, please, cheeky please, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. Do you own a small business? Leave me your details down below. Let's support small businesses, people. And if you don't own a small business, have you ever thought about it? And what would you sell, or what would you create? I would love to chat and get to know you down in the comments. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep creating, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!